Now, the second type of camera is called free camera. Okay, continuing from previous exercise, it's a simple step: create panel cameras and click free. So, click free and make it quad view. In front view viewport, click somewhere around the top area to put down the camera. So I'm going to do it here. Is it front? So somewhere over here. Okay. Right. So now you have to adjust a bit. Okay, because if you actually now I'm saying that we are aiming that the camera is from the sky or on a physical condition, assuming it comes from a drone or a helicopter. So rotate and move the camera so that it's focusing on the box. So in this case, I'm going to move up a bit. You can see that the box is down here, so it's not really nice. So because it's from the top, so it should be looking down. You can see that it's actually not inside the frame either, so you can move it to this side. So perhaps something like this. Okay, change the viewport to free camera. Okay, so I'm looking at this one. I'm going to change it to camera 002. So it's actually quite okay in this case. If it's not okay, you go back and try to adjust it. Alright, so if I'm running, it's going to be something like this. But then you can see that it's not in the frame anymore. So it makes sense for me to move it probably a bit back here and also slightly to the left. Okay, something like this, I guess. Alright, so I look at back here. Okay, this works. This works quite okay, not bad. Alright. Okay. As you can see, the camera is static and does not follow a certain object like target camera. So if I'm playing this one, so you can see it's actually static. If you want to have this kind of camera, you also can. But obviously, now I want to make it a bit more lively. I will go to t equals to 0 and click set key. So I'm going to go t equals to 0. I'm going to go back to quad view. Make sure that I'm selecting camera 2, which is the free camera. I click set key to turn on the animation. I click set keys to set the keyframe for this particular camera. Then at t equals to 100, I will move the camera slightly lower and click set keys. So imagine that my drone now is going a bit lower. Okay, a bit lower. Okay, perhaps something like this. Okay, it's going to be out of frame if you see here, but probably that's the effect that we want. Okay, and also I click set keys over here. Okay, now I'm going to view on camera 2 viewport. You can see now if I play it. Oh, okay, click set keys again. Now it's moving a bit nicer. So task 16.2, record the video and send it via WhatsApp. Okay, the third camera is physical camera. So physical camera is actually a newer type of camera on 3ds Max. So if you're installing prior to 2016, if I'm not mistaken, then they would not have physical camera. It is also incorporate a target camera inside this one, and it can behave like real life camera with bokeh and other feature. So let's say if I'm actually following this particular link. I cannot follow this particular link for some reason. So this is actually details about physical camera. So you can see that if you are familiar with those nice expensive camera, the DSLR camera, you can actually change the type of frame, the type of lens that you want to use, which will have different kind of effect as well. Like this one, it will give you a depth, which is like the object here is being focused. This one is a bit blurry, so you can actually try to explore this on your own, because I'm not going to actually cover it in this particular class. 6. Please watch this video. It's a very short video, but you can see how camera work is done on real life filming to make the car movement here very nice and smooth. Okay, finally what I'm going to show you is that, let's say if I have a storyboard such as like this. So my scenes 1, the box will move from the upper direction, which we use the free camera just now, while scenes 2, the camera will follow the object from side view, the box from side view. So this is actually from the other part. So what we can actually do for this particular part is that we can actually render. So you can render part by part. Okay, so render setup, you can start. So I want to do camera 0, camera 2 first, and the range is actually probably 0 until 40. Okay, 0 until 40. So in this case, 0 until 40, I will save file, this one as fly 1. So this is my first view. Okay, so I just basically click render. After it finished rendering, I'm going to use 41 until 100. Okay, and this one I'm going to look at from camera 1. It's not here, so perhaps I have to change it here. Now I have it. Okay, from camera 1, 41 until 100. So here I have to save a different file name, fly 2, I render. Therefore, if I play it, then my fly 1 would be the first portion, and continue to the second camera, over here. So if I combine between both of these files, then it's going to look much better. So I'm doing it, play this over here, fly 1 and fly 2. So that's basically how you should plan for your presentation as well. All the best, and I'm looking forward to see your presentation next week.